So yeah, so we'll do this thing where I'll walk you into some. I've got some good questions for you tonight,
Oh, good.
including rate these
You
without knowing what comes next.
Okay.
What's that? You don't know what they are.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Even better.
Yeah. So it'll be good. All right.
To make sure no one is calling us
I think I need to.
anniversary party emergency.
Okay, we don't seem to be quite centered in the. I think you need to scooch. Oh, no, that way a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody, this is Matt, and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Guitar Chat with Chris and Matt. However, tonight I have Chris Hill.
Replacement Chris.
We have additional Chris.
Yeah.
So, and the reason that we have Chris Hill for the first part of Guitar Chat with Chris and Matt is because, we're going to get to that. But what I want to remind everybody is that this and all other Texas Toast live streams are brought to you with 0 ads. We decided to do no more ads. And we are thankful for all the super chats that we get from you guys, but we're not doing any ads because it's kind of a pain in the butt to watch and have all these jive ads. Speaking of something, though, that is another thing that's as cool as no ads, what do you think of the wall of icons?
They're pretty spectacular.
Isn't it awesome, dude?
It's very cool.
Yeah.
And I see some that I know have already been claimed.
We're gonna tell you guys more about all the icons coming up. But the reason that Chris Hill is here is because his 11th anniversary party is this weekend.
Not my wedding. Which is
I'm sorry, that's right. The
close.
Odyssey Beer Works 11th anniversary party is this weekend. When's going to be the 5th anniversary Texas Toast beer release? Because that's this year, dude.
I see. I bring these things to you.
I know.
You forget for months on end, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're going to do that.
I think the 5-year anniversary is wood, so it could be extra woody.
So what you need is a big barrel-aged beer.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know how much you like this.
That's right.
Especially since we will call it 11%. Would it be
11.
17 or something like that? Yeah.
Well, so I've got some questions for you, Chris, because we always start this off before we get down to the nitty-gritty of the show.
I feel like I need more.
No, you're okay. So the first one is top 5 people, living or dead, that you would want to party with this weekend at Odyssey Beer Works 11th anniversary party.
Oh, top 5 people.
Top 5.
Man, let's see.
Who would you guys want to party with this weekend at Odyssey Beer Works?
He's not even on the list.
He might have been on the list. It's pandemonium.
Come give me a hug.
Pandemonium. Iron Mike Kaloje just walked in the door.
You loser. You fucking loser. All right.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
So apparently now I only have to come up with 4.
Yeah, so top 4 people you want to party with, living or dead, at the Odyssey Beer Works 11th anniversary this weekend.
So this behemoth of a human, Michael Faluja. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. We need to
sit on his lap.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this will be. I have bad knees already.
So you guys, so everybody watching, you might not have ever seen Iron Mike, but this is Big Jim Grizzly's tag team partner, Big Mike, Iron Mike Kaloje, the one, the only. I already said all the names. So yeah. So anyway, this is Mike Kaloje. He came all the way from Illinois this weekend, and he came to party with you, sir.
We came to party with. We would not come out here for anyone. We came out here.
This is gonna be bad.
For some good. This is going to be very bad, and I'm glad you understand that.
Cool.
Don't think you're running away from me at all this weekend.
Great. Is there a chain around here or something?
It's just Mike weighs 100 pounds. So yeah.
100?
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
God, you look good.
Thanks. I think he's talking to me. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's talking to you.
All right, Chris. So top 5 people you'd want to party with, living or dead, at the Odyssey Beer Works 11th anniversary party.
Surprisingly enough, my mind went blank there for a second.
But now,
this is going to sound like a total cheeseball answer, which I'm okay with. Brett Michaels seems like a pretty fucking cool guy. He seems like he knows how to bring the party.
So we got Iron Mike Kaloje and Brett Michaels from Poison.
Yes.
Okay.
Who else would I like to have join us?
Amber's here too.
I know.
I say
Amber. That might give me a noogie or something.
Yeah.
Noogie of death. God, that's a great question that I'm unprepared for.
Okay. All right, you want to move on to the
Yeah,
next
let's move
next
to the
round of
next one.
questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like a lot of people, especially people in this room.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and you can't say Hawk Attack. So okay, all right. But anyway, we're moving on. You want to
Let's move
you
on.
want to pass or play, and you decided to pass. All right.
Thanks for interrupting, Mike. Appreciate it.
Now we're going to start with the top 5 beers. I'm going to have you rate these beers without knowing what beer comes next. Now I'm going to give you some things. There's no Odyssey beers on here.
All right.
And Coors isn't on here either.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it could be anything.
So
you don't know
you
what's
give me
coming
an-
next.
I'll tell you it's 1 through 5.
That's right. Okay. Ready? Blue Moon.
3.
Okay.
Place to start.
Samuel Adams.
Which one?
Samuel
Adams. We'll go 2.
2. Okay. Dos Equis.
What's going to come next? We'll go 4 and hope there's
4.
some extreme.
All right. So you have 1 and 5 left.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the hope.
The next one is 90 Shilling.
1.
1.
That's on my Mount Rushmore. So
okay, that means that Shiner Bock is number 5.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that? Okay.
It's made with dirty Texas water.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
Fine.
So anyway, so we were talking about the next TTG beer coming out, and it's our 5th year anniversary. But I have another question for you. Why don't you have like a bunch of malt liquors? Like, why don't you have like Old English 800 and like Colt 45? You know,
how do I put this delicately?
Yeah, I don't know.
That may not be the target audience.
Okay,
we're going for.
All right.
And we don't have the 40-ounce bottles. Yeah, we don't even know where to get them. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you want to tell everyone about what's going on this weekend and what and then we'll start with the guitar thing that we normally do. Okay.
Well, starting tomorrow at noon is when the official festivities kick off. So I have special beer releases and
can you spill the beans on any of this stuff? Like special do you have the Iron Mike Caloje beer?
Remembered when they were coming out. No,
how much beer do you think Iron Mike can drink in one?
I have a sad feeling we're about to find out.
You're gonna find out.
So yeah. Yes, the Mexican lager.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
We have a low ABV beer coming out.
Okay.
Belgian Pale Ale. It's only 3.5%.
Golly.
We brewed it just for you.
Wow.
It's probably for the 5th anniversary party.
It's
when I think about it.
For the 5th anniversary of Texas Toast. Okay, good.
No, we got quite a few different things coming out. None of which I can remember that's when it comes out, tomorrow or Saturday.
You knew you were coming. I'm not exactly putting you on the spot.
I know.
This.
And
I know.
It's been quite the challenge getting ready for this party this weekend. And we have a DJ coming. It'll be spinning, what did he say? 70s, 80s, and 90s party hits from 6 to 9 tomorrow.
Okay. So if you're Bret Michaels or Mike Caloje and you're into that stuff, then yeah.
I
mean, like you didn't want to put like Abraham Lincoln or Genghis Khan. I don't know. I mean, what? Yeah. Who else was in that Bill and Ted movie? Socrates.
Actually, Ted would be pretty fun.
Okay, so
I'll take the guy that people accuse me of looking like. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
Keanu, and he seems like a great
Keanu Reeves
would be fun.
Abraham Lincoln, Bret Michaels, Iron Mike Caloje, and this is an eclectic bunch.
Well, let's see. Jimmy's sitting right here. So
yeah. I mean, there's some gimmies that you just can't take. Hey, let's take a quick super chat from Don because all of our live streams are now ad free. Don says, "Congratulations on 11 years of incredible beers. Can you ship to Michigan?"
We can, not legally, but yeah.
Okay.
Can.
All right.
So if there's anybody in Michigan from the Liquor Enforcement Division, we don't do that.
Corey F wants to know if Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor would be something you consider making something like a replica of
a Mickey's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a cream ale. I mean,
okay.
Actually, that's Genesee. No, Mickey's. Yeah, probably not.
Okay. All right, so and then Hawk Attack is playing Saturday night. Who else is playing? Because Chris asked me who else is playing. I'm like, I don't know.
The Reaganomics.
Okay.
So like the Reagan years, the Reaganomics.
Okay.
So a bunch of covers. They're pretty fun.
Okay.
I like to party. 2 of their members are regulars at the brewery.
Yeah.
kind of like Hawk Attack. You know, we try to support friends who support us. So
okay, cool. All right, so we've got stuff happening Friday at noon, going all night long, and then when does it end?
On Saturday?
No.
Friday.
Like on the weekend, like Sunday at like midnight.
Sunday. Mike, do you smoke cigars?
I drink beer.
All right. Well, you can watch me smoke a cigar while I'm drinking a beer on Sunday.
I've been told it's opulent. To me, it just looks like a big brown dick.
I wouldn't have anything to compare. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, we have a cigar truck coming out on Sunday as things kind of mellow out.
Okay.
So
that's fun.
I'll be doing that with a hangover on Sunday.
So in Colorado, I don't know where everyone's watching, but you can't smoke cigarettes or cigars or pipes or whatever indoors.
No.
Unless, but you have not a food truck, a tobacco truck.
This guy has it's like a transformer. I mean, he has a trailer.
Okay.
All the sides fold out. He's got a lounge in there, everything. So
cool.
He's licensed, legal, all that. So there's a lot of people that like cigars.
Pool mobile and cigar all in the same thing.
We'll be watching whatever sports ball will be on
cool
Saturday afternoon. So,
all right. Well, that sounds like fun. I'm glad that I get to be part of it. And I guess going to the gym the rest of the week and weekend is just right out. I'm not even going to do it.
I strongly considered going like Saturday morning. Now I feel like I may not be up to it.
Can you bench press Jim Kaloje?
I don't know. Probably.
I totally can now. Yeah, I've been working out. Yeah, I can do it now. Yeah.
Not if he's flailing around.
No, he's got to stay still. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this one up with my new favorite segment that we've never done before. And this one is courtesy of a guy I stole it from, Garantham, and it's called Bad Advice, Dad Advice. And we're going to add to it Chad advice. So first thing you have to come up with is some bad advice. What's your bad advice, Chris?
Just trust me. No. Let's see. What would that be? Bad advice.
You've had a half hour to figure this out.
Yeah. So really it goes back to school.
Okay.
Watching you guys build guitars and do all this fun stuff.
Become a guitar maker.
No, I was one of those nerd kids in junior high that like, hey, you're really good at math and science. You need to take these advanced placement classes.
Okay.
And by doing that, I didn't get to take art.
Okay.
And all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing with those AP classes now is essentially nothing. So I'd say that was some pretty bad advice.
Okay. And dad advice? Don't take those classes.
Actually, dad advice is the inverse of that. My dad hated his job.
Okay.
He was a mailman.
Okay.
All those stories about mailmen shooting up the place.
Yeah, that was your old man.
He could relate.
Okay.
He didn't do it, but he wanted to.
Okay.
But his advice was do what you love. Find something you love and do that.
And I don't know what Chad advice is, but what do you got for Chad advice? Like when I think of Chad, I think of like guys hanging out at the 7-Eleven. Like, you're looking at like that guy.
Well, he doesn't hang out.
But I don't know, maybe not.
But he hangs out in our tap room all the time.
Does he do that?
No, he gives people weird looks though.
Okay. All right.
And his advice was, don't pay for all those streaming channels because he's way smart and he knows how to obtain these shows without paying for them.
Okay.
And lets me piggyback off of his knowledge.
All right.
So
that
was Chad advice.
All good, bad dad and Chad advice. I like it. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, so we will see you guys at the Odyssey Beer Works 11th anniversary party this weekend. And we're still going to be talking about the new TTG beer that's coming out.
Yes.
Our 5th anniversary. That's this year.
I love talking about making new beers.
So yeah.
You got to let me know, Chris. We'll find something that you like. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
You're the problem child.
I really am. So anyway, so you guys ready to get down to talking about the guitar thing that we normally do on Thursday? So okay. All right. Well, Chris, thanks for hanging out with us. You probably got to go get your nipples squeezed by Iron Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hang out over here.
Oh no, sir. Oh, you don't have to go over there, but you can't stay here.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Kiki Kaloje is in the chat section.
Solid job.
Solid job. Hi, Chris. How are you, sir?
Way to leave me,
Hey, Matt. Hi, Chris. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
So what do you think of this wall of icons behind us?
Man, I really dig it. And it's as people may or may not know, this is one of my favorite things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is build icons and do sunbursts on really, really nice maple. And I'll be hornswoggled. There's a bunch of really nice maple up here,
Yeah.
but there's also some mahogany, and yeah,
This one, they can't see it because of my hat. So this one is an all mahogany model, mahogany top, back and sides.
And several of these are spoken for. Several of them will be available.
Well, you reach
this one is available right now.
This one is available. So this one is I've been threatening to put this on the website for sale. It's on the website now. It's available now unless somebody already bought it, and it's on sale. It's 30% off. I think I'm like let's move this guitar. So this is one of the very first American icons. It's got a bunch of stuff that we probably won't do in the future. One of the things that we decided we liked but wanted to do differently was we don't want to do trapezoid inlays on these. So this is probably the last non-special order trapezoid inlay American icon that we're going to do. Everyone else is going to probably be, again, unless you special order it, is going to be the block inlay, which you see. Will you grab that one right behind you? Because I want to see what people think of this one. Anyway, this guitar is available right now. It's on the website. You can buy it now. It's available for immediate shipping. And it's 30% off. But while I have you guys here, what do you think of this bad dude? And let's take a super chat from Joey Dano Guitars for helping us keep it ad free. Thank you, Doug. That's very excellent of you, sir.
So what's the story with this one?
Well, that one is a black Limba top American icon. It's just a kind of a kooky thing that we thought, hey, let's see this.
Mahogany sides and back.
And a
black Limba.
Yep.
Mahogany
black Limba
neck.
top. This one is still being built.
Blocks. Yeah. Slightly chunky neck.
Dylan says we got a big box of pickups coming to me. So that's super cool because I've been waiting on those. And Robert Smith has been waiting on those, and Rob Harris has been waiting on those, and a couple of guys over there who have guitars that well, the guys aren't there, but the guitars are. So yeah. So thanks everybody for the super chats and helping us keep it all ad free, because that's a cool thing. I hate dumb ads. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this one. Send me an email. Sean says it's cool. I
really like it.
Joey Dano's watching the PGA Championship from Kentucky tonight. Lefty O says that looks hot. It'll look hot with a finish on it. Rob says loving the grain. Dan Andrade says ooh. So yeah. Well, so anyway, Chris, what were we talking about? We've got, so what's next on some of these? You're assembling a bunch.
Yeah. So I'm working on Ike's. I'm working on this one.
What is that one?
So I don't know if we showed this one off last week or not.
Yeah, I don't know if we did or not either.
So this one is
it's complete pandemonium here in the
ash
shop.
sides and ash back.
Okay.
Mahogany neck, maple top.
It's got Smurf dust on it.
Dust on it. Imagine that.
Oh, that was what we were going to talk about. Yeah,
we are going to talk about that. Yeah, this was something. Yeah. So this is a really cool guitar.
So this is a flame maple top, mahogany neck with rosewood fretboard, ash back and sides. So it's and again, this is acoustic guitar construction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the ash is really neat and it's super light.
Yeah, and then I did a little bit of a unique bursty kind of a thing on it because that's what I like to do.
Yeah. Corey wants to know what are the finish plans for the black Limba. Oh, Corey likes black Limba. I forgot. Sorry, Corey. We might have spent a bunch of Corey's money just now.
I am of the opinion that there's one true and holy finish for all Limba. And that's usually amber. But a little bit of a burst on a black
that is also cool.
Also cool. Yeah, dark burst on the edge.
Yeah,
real thin, real tasty.
Yeah, tasty.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have to burst the sides either.
So I guess we're leaving that one painter's choice. But Corey, if you want to get in on helping us paint that, helping us choose the paint color rather, you can just buy that guitar. It's so easy. Anybody can do it. And you know what, Chris, with the new Affirm thing, it's what do you got here?
Oh, I'm gonna show this one off.
With the Affirm, you can buy your guitar and pay it off like whatever it is, $80 a month for a year or whatever. I don't know what it is.
So this is the all mahogany icon.
Okay.
Mahogany top, mahogany side, mahogany back, mahogany neck. And several of us here were like, yeah, maybe not. And then we started doing it, and it's like, that thing's really neat.
Who said maybe not?
Me
and Big Jim
and
Grizzly.
Big Jim Grizzly.
Yeah.
I was like, maple top or mahogany top.
I like this one a lot. I didn't. This was supposed to not have any binding, and then we're like, yeah, let's bind it. So
I think binding classes these up every single time. So so I don't mind it. And nice matching neck.
Yeah, that's super cool.
And
this turned out better than I thought it was going to turn out, and I thought it was going to turn out really cool.
Yeah. And I dig just the whole look of it. This looks really vintagey. Yeah. So
what pickup? Are we going to put one of those Seymour Duncan Seth Lovers in there? Or?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Something cool.
Sweet.
So so I like this one quite a bit.
I do too, sir.
And it's available.
For purchase. So now, Chris, I think that is a great time to talk about we could talk about our topic, or we could do our, what did I call it?
What's our topic?
Well, our topic is the Strat killer is probably going to be a Strat clone.
Okay.
But our topic, so that's our topic, but we could also, or we could talk about this. We could talk about student ideas put into action.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay, so the other day we had a guy who was a workshop attendee. I hesitate to say student, but student is a word that is
yeah.
And it was Rick
Nelson,
who said, "Hey, if you guys like Stu-Mac as much as I do,"
he says, "I'm as much a fanboy of Stu-Mac as the next guy."
Yep.
And we always talk about that.
Yep.
And anyway.
And then he said, "But these yoga blocks. They're selling for $30 and you can get them for whatever." And so you said,
let's get
challenge
a yoga
accepted.
Block. Yeah, basically.
So what do you got, Chris?
Well, so
Rick, this one is for you.
Yeah. So this is the original Stu-Mac.
So I bought this. This was years and years ago. I think when they came out with it, and it was cheap when I got it. It wasn't $30. I don't know how much it cost.
Yeah. Okay.
And it says Stu-Mac on it. And as it turns out, I guess it's just one of those yoga blocks that they modified.
Yeah.
So you could put a guitar neck in here, or you can stand it up and put one in here. Whatever. And it says Stu-Mac on it. So and it's black.
So something that we've been talking about is having something like this for every single guy in the class. Okay, that's fine. And Stu-Mac, sometimes hooks us up with stuff.
And if you want this, you can use the link below. You can go to Stu-Mac and buy it right now. We've used this for probably a decade. Well, maybe not a decade, but we use it for
anybody has some sort of issue and they need a neck cradle or a riser block or something like that. I pull this out and hand it to them. And
plus, you can dork it up by jamming like tools and crap.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Hey, how's come I can't get one of those? Because we only have one.
So we only
So anyway, so Rick said,
but this has been a good tool.
Yeah. Well worth its cost.
Yeah.
So Rick said, the moment something like the moment you realize that your Stu-Mac neck cradle is a modified yoga block.
Yeah.
And I screwed up. I didn't order. They do make them in the same exact size. This is a 4-inch block. This is a 3-inch block. But everything else about it's exactly the same, and it's the same foam and everything. Yeah. So I jumped on Amazon.
Now they don't come like this.
They don't. They come as a square block. Pretend. Yeah. There you go. And so we got it, and we're like, well, let's try and modify it. I bought the cheapest ones I could buy for a couple of them to try because I knew I was going to ruin one. So the first one we took to, we have a pneumatic sander, spinning sander, and we did that, and that didn't work so good.
It was one of those like rolling pin
sanders. Yeah, and that worked. Yeah, okay.
There were little Smurf turds everywhere.
Both of us were blue for a long time. And then we took it to the oscillating spindle sander, and that worked a little better. It was controllable, but we didn't have the exact right size.
Yeah.
So then we took it to our inflatable bladder sander, and that we sort of ruined it with that. And then we looked at this one and we went, "What are those?"
There's a bunch of
those look like bandsaw marks.
That's right.
So I mapped it out, and I first created that one, and it turned out pretty good, except I drew it a little deep. And so then the next one.
So now you got this guy.
Yeah, I did this.
So this is right now. This is the TV brick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want that anymore.
And this one turned out really, really good, and it took almost no time. And
it looks just like the Stu Mac one too. So
dare I say, I like this better than this.
Oh, okay.
Because the neck sits up slightly proud of this. In this one, it's slightly sunk
in there. Okay.
So sometimes you have to set the neck, like this on the side instead of in the in the groove. But anyway.
So what do you think was Rick right? Was Rick
absolutely
correct?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're thinking from now on, every class includes your own brick, and you get to cut it out. That's going to be one of the
You get to keep it.
You get to keep it, and you get to cut it out.
Wow, I like that idea.
Yeah,
okay.
You get to learn. If you don't know how to bandsaw, you get to learn how to bandsaw on your own. Neck brick.
All right.
And
I like that idea.
And if you mess it up, we'll throw it out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you have to use it the rest of the time, though, right?
Yeah, all fucked up. Yeah. And you could also just cut a V into this. I mean, it's not.
You're right.
It's got to touch every part of
No,
the neck.
you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
The entire time. Yeah. You could also not cut a V in it and just set the neck on it.
Yeah.
That would be fine.
Some people are talking about like rifle shooting bags and things like that. And
yeah. But anyway, yeah.
So, and you don't have to do yoga.
No.
There's a lot of guys who come here that I'm like, myself included, I'm not doing yoga.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I was getting black ones, and these blue ones showed up, and I was a little bummed out. I was like, well,
maybe Stu Mac dyes them or something.
No, you can get black
ones. Oh, you can? Yeah. Are you going to get black ones?
The picture on Amazon was of a black one, but the description said blue.
Oh, okay.
This was a spur of the moment purchase. I'll be honest.
At 3 a.m.
No, I was here at lunch
watching Big Bang Theory, and okay.
Yeah, looking at Amazon. Yeah.
Okay.
Drunk purchase right there.
Nice.
I shouldn't have spent $9.
All right, so that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
So now let's get down to business let's get down to the topic at hand, shall we, Chris? So I was thinking about it. You know how everybody says, "Oh, this is going to be like the Paul Reed Smith. That's going to be the Strat killer, or the whatever. That's going to be the Strat killer. The G&L, another Strat, another Telly thing. That's going to be the Strat. Yet Fender's still here, doing as well as ever, maybe better than ever. And so the question that I have is, what's the guitar that's going to make Strat guys sell their Strat and go buy this new thing? It's probably not going to be something radically different. It's probably going to be a Strat clone. What say you in the comment section?
Yeah, I think at this point it might be too late for something like that. There are too many dyed-in-the-wool Strat guys, and I don't know how many of them you've ever met. I mean, truly, like militant Strat guys.
Yeah,
they won't even play something else.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of them. And I think PRS came as close as I think anybody will ever come.
Has ever come
to that. Yeah. And I mean, with the original PRS, and also with the blue,
that's right,
which is a Strat. Everybody, well, no, it's not a Strat. Dylan will tell you it's not a Strat.
Yeah.
It's a Strat.
It sure looks like a Strat to me.
Yeah, and even then,
I think one of the things that's going to happen for a Strat clone to be a true Strat killer is it's going to have to come with a bunch of features that it's going to have to come standard with a bunch of features that you have to pay extra for on a Strat, because the Strat is kind of like that 350 Chevy, super customizable. Everybody gets one, and then some people leave them alone, some people hot rod them, some people do this, that, and the other. But the fact of the matter is that it's got a giant cottage industry of aftermarket support. Dylan makes pickups for it. Steve at Maximum Guitar Works will build you a Strat body and neck. Warmoth is out, but we know Dylan and Steve, so we talk about that. But Stu Mac has all kinds of Strat parts. And the problem,
you can buy real Fender parts from
Stu Mac. The problem that I see is that guitar players are so traditional that you could say, okay, a Strat with I don't know, some new bridge. And some Strat guys are going to go, no, I only want the old stuff. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's true, and I think Fender has realized that over the last 25 or 30 years, and they have most of that stuff covered too.
Yeah.
All sorts of different
Yeah.
strats that aren't traditional strats.
Let's go to the live chat and see
Okay.
what everyone's talking about. Remember, this live chat is ad-free, Chris.
Wait,
there's no ads.
Tell me more about that, because this is the first I've heard of it.
Well, our good friend Doug, who is probably owns more Texas Toast guitars than anybody in the free world, said these ads suck. He didn't say that, but basically what he said was these ads are sucky.
He might have said something that I've said to him.
Oh,
These
yeah.
ads,
Yeah. And so I'm like, well, you know what? Why don't we just not do all of the live streams? Let's just make them no ads.
Yeah.
So no one has to listen to stupid ads. And this is all viewer supported live YouTube content.
Tote bags coming soon. I make that joke almost every week.
And we don't have any tote bags.
Don't expect a tote bag.
No. But if you like the no ad format, you have Doug Santaniello to thank for that. Okay. So let's get back to the Strat clone is probably the only Strat killer. Tony says Strandberg Bowden classic Strat type should be the new next big thing. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
There you go. We'll have to look it up.
Tony, I'm gonna have to look that one up because is it a Strat? I don't have any idea. Okay. I can tell you this much. As much as I love this guitar, and I do. Whoa, sorry. This isn't a Strat killer. No one's going to sell their Strat to buy this. They should, but they won't because it's so different from the Strat. It's got a Strat trem, but other than that, that's where the similarities basically end. Yeah. Oh, I guess this one has a maple neck.
It's got strap buttons.
It's got strap buttons and 6 strings. But yeah,
3 knobs.
But I don't think
this is closer to a Strat than you might think.
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah. So this is the guitar that I dearly love. And you and I have been building this guitar for 10 years or more. And like Chris Hill at Odyssey Beer Works, he drinks his own beer. This is the guitar that this is my favorite guitar. So, but this isn't a Strat killer. You know what I mean? So, but maybe let's see. 3J Music says my Godin Session is my favorite Strat I've ever had. What's the? I'm familiar a little bit with the Godin, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Godin. They probably have something very similar to a Strat.
This topic might have been. We should have researched this a little better. I mean, I don't know.
When did you come up with it? 4:30?
No, up a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't tell you. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we should have had.
You tell me about it, but hey.
Curtis says the lady who was touring with Jeff Beck takes a big handful of booty and gives it all a good kick. I have no idea what that means, but but it sounds
like something Curtis would say.
Yeah,
he was here last week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rob says has a trem. Rob's got a couple of challengers on the way. When's Rob's guitar going to be done? As soon as we get the pickups from Dylan, yeah.
Rob,
the black top with the Celtic cross.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. As soon as we get there's a bunch of assembly that's going to happen in the next week.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Doc says, would the JJJ 57 TTG be considered a clone? I don't see it as a clone, more a tribute. So first of all, what is the Texas Toast Guitars? God bless you, sir. JJJ 57. What is that? So everybody knows, because Doc's getting one and Doug's getting one.
So those are guitars. We took a lot of measurements. We actually took it out. You guys took it out to Steve's.
Do you want to get Big Jim Grizzly in on this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If only we could get Big Jim.
Yeah, if only there was a way.
Yeah.
Stay right there.
We're gonna stay right here.
No.
And then it's just gonna be your crotch and my face.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
like every other day, right?
It's gonna be like Cat Williams and Shaquille O'Neal hanging out. Yeah, I'm not.
There, I'll get a small stool. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
So this is a great question because you are a Strat guy. You have a legit vintage guitar.
I do.
And Doc wants to know, would the JJJ 57 TTG, so that's a lot of breves.
Uh-huh.
So that's the Jim's 1957 Mary Kay Strat. We're replicating it for Doug and one for Doc. And is that a clone or is that a tribute? That's kind of a semantic discussion.
So I think it's a tribute because it's not a clone. We're not relicking them. We're not beating them up. We're
Right.
not. It's not an exact.
It's not clone correct.
Correct.
Yeah,
that is exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know a funny story. So I put that guitar, I put my 57 and the one we built at the $9,000 Strat class together, and I put it on a Strat page on Facebook.
Oh yeah, you did.
And I said, "Here's my 57. Here's the one I built at Texas Toast."
Let me guess. Everyone's like, "That's not a real."
No, and I said, "This is the replica I made," and this guy's like, "Replica? It doesn't have any of the marks on it or anything." I'm like, moron. It's like when I bought it brand new.
Yeah, when you got that, what was it, like 75, and it was sat under a bed for 20 years before you got it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was mint, and that's the way it looked. It was mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that. Well, there's a lot more horses' asses than there are horses. So yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so we're calling those a tribute then.
I think that's the right word. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Replica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan says the Strandberg is headless, and I don't think it's a Strat killer. Do you think a headless guitar is ever going to be a Strat killer?
No, I don't think so.
Do you think they're cool?
No, I don't think so.
What say you? I don't care. I mean, yeah.
Did you ever own one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You had a Steinberger?
No, it was a headless. It was a West Tone or a Washburn or
it was a Washburn. The
Force,
base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Force 42.
Yeah.
Made the Force 41 look like a pile of dough.
Made several guys in the surf band really
very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable when Matt showed up with that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I could have cared. But yeah, they were all like,
Maui was like, geez, you got to put a headstock on that.
You can't play that. Yeah. That's a true story.
That is a true story.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think that was the beginning of the end for Matt.
The
surf
he wouldn't conform to the uniform either.
No, I think the uniform came up after that.
Oh, so really?
First I can't play my bass. Now I got
first it was headless.
Dress like
bass, and then I'm not dressed in this thing.
You got to dress like a homeless guy from 1950. All right.
Let's see. SS says, please don't start researching stuff. No sweat. I guarantee you we will not be doing any research.
That's our vow to you, SS.
I guarantee you that all of these ad-free, viewer-supported live streams inspired by Doug Santaniello at Joey Dano Guitars will never be researched if I have anything to say about it.
Nice work, Doug.
Yeah, good going.
We may not even talk facts.
No, we might just make shit up.
Yeah, we're just going to make stuff up as we go.
Rob says that you should consider your Challenger the perfect pairing of a Fender and Gibson. Okay, now that I in many ways I do. But I remember in 1985, 86, when everybody said Paul Reed Smith was the perfect pairing of Fender and Gibson. And so I take that as a compliment. I really do. But I think, I don't know. I mean, I guess, all right, let's look at one again. Let's look at this.
So I have several things to say about all of that.
Okay, let's look at Mike's. Better get the birth control. Yeah, that thing is sexy. Okay, so Chris, what do you think? Is this a perfect pairing of a
I
Fender
think this has more to do with Gibson, and I've thought that about the Challenger since the first time I saw it.
I do too.
There's a little bit of Fender-y kind of stuff. Maybe the one with Strat trim, Strat style.
Oh,
trim.
okay, yeah.
But everything else I think is mostly Gibson inspired. These guitars.
A lot of people think that this horn is a Telecaster inspired, but it's actually not. It's actually Firebird inspired. But yeah, well, it's at an angle, but yeah, it's right. yeah.
So one of the funny things, and we can go at this several different directions, is let's talk about the PRS thing, and it's the perfect combination of a Fender and a Gibson. Okay, well, why can't it be just a PRS? Why does it have to be those two things?
I think that because back in the 80s, everybody was like, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
Let's put this one back.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
and Mike, if you're
but I mean,
watching,
it's
are we
like,
to send this, or are you coming to get it, or are we delivering?
I think you need to come and get it.
I think he wants us to deliver it.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a thing too. But I mean, the idea that it's like, well, this guitar's just as good as, or just like this guitar is just like a Gibson. It's just like a Fender. It's the best of both worlds.
Well, yeah, because if you say it's just as good as a Gibson, why wouldn't you just buy a Gibson?
Right, exactly.
It's just as good as a
that's what I
Fender,
mean.
same
Yeah,
thing.
so
Yeah.
it's like Sony Guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, same manufacturer, Sony Guts.
Wow, wouldn't it be
Yeah.
cool if you could get a Les Paul with a Strat trim?
Yeah.
No, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I've never heard of this brand of tires. Oh, they're made in the Goodyear plant. Then why don't they say Goodyear on them?
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think Paul Reed Smith stands on its own, especially now,
Yeah.
30, 40
Yeah.
years later. But
Yeah.
but back then I think it was a little bit of a sell.
Maybe. And I don't think that he sat down and said, well, I want to combine the best features of both. I think he said, I want to make a guitar that's
No, he absolutely did say he
then
set out to.
then why'd he come out with a 25-inch scale? That's neither one.
I don't know, but
And-
he said that he did try to average out the Strat and the Les Paul, or the
Yeah.
Les Paul double cut.
Okay.
He tried to average them out, and he said they looked terrible. He came up with his own design. So,
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but anyway, Rob, thank you for that, because that is a quite a compliment to me. I that's how I take it. So
In another world, he would have just made Fender copies and Gibson copies and had both.
and he did make Gibson copies. Some of the very, very first stuff that he did was
yeah. Anyway,
the Carlos Santana one
yeah.
is
Once again, no research.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Tony wants to know what happened to the Texas Toast Honey Badger. That was our kind of our working title for the double cutaway guitar that there actually is a double cutaway on the drawing board, literally on the drawing board. And I hope to have them out Q3 of this year, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not making any promises.
I'll be honest. I'm super, super thrilled with what we're building right now.
Which is the no cutaway
Challengers and
Yeah,
these.
stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig 'em.
The one thing holding back the double cutaway, which has been the Honey Badger, the Honey 1%er, there's probably been some other stuff, is the headstock. I want to keep our kind of flavor on the headstock, but I don't want to put a Challenger headstock on it because it doesn't look right. So
Yeah.
So, but that's I hope that answers that. Rob wants to know, question, what does it remind you of when you play it? Well, it reminds you of he's talking about the Challenger. It reminds you of the greatest guitar you've never played. It's the holy grail of guitars. It's like, here's what it reminds you of: that lady handing you Excalibur from the lake, or or the guy pulling the sword out of the big rock and becoming the king. That's what the Challenger reminds you of. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
You are
that.
correct.
Or somebody handing you a cold Odyssey beer.
Yeah, it's not unlike that. Yeah. It's exactly the same. I know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's true. It's true. If you were Iron Mike Kaloje, it's like running onto the field.
Yep.
Help me out, Mike. What's that? The big house?
What did it feel like playing in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hold on, we can't hear. Would you mind coming over here?
If you all don't know, my nephew Mike played for Michigan back in what years?
02 to 06.
02 to 06.
So
and he played in the Rose Bowl twice?
3 times.
3 times.
So you've seen Mike Kaloje on TV.
Yes.
Look how big he
Man,
is.
you're big fuck.
Right? Thank you.
So playing the Challenger guitar here's what it should remind you of. Mike, tell us what it's like to be to play on the Rose Bowl.
It's dream come true.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
something
perfect.
that, it's something that as a little kid,
Yeah,
you wanted to do one thing in life, and to accomplish that, you made it.
it's not what you do; it's who you are.
Yeah, it's who
That
what
just
molded me into the man that I am today.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, so Rob, that's what it's like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Mike, what are you going to do while you're here in town?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna drink some shitty beer at Odyssey.
There's a lot of that. Yeah.
He is standing right there.
He's standing right there, after all.
Quiet, Amber. So we are going to the best thing about being out here this weekend is we are not on a schedule. We are get up and we can do whatever we want. So whatever we're gonna be drinking a lot of beer. We're gonna be watching a lot of Nugget basketball,
tonight.
a lot of Avs hockey.
We will be at Clancy's Irish Pub
We're
tonight.
heading to Clancy's. We are gonna get some workouts in to make sure we're sweating some stuff out and putting it back in.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Oh yes, Matthew.
You guys are doing
a lot of good conversation with a lot of great people, and that's it.
Yeah. Mike, do you want to say hey to anybody back in Joliet?
Yeah, to all my buddies.
Yeah.
Who
aren't watching.
Yeah, to all my buddies who are home.
They will be.
To all my buddies who are home working like a bunch of losers.
Suckers.
Here's to those. Yeah, here's to them.
Suckers. Okay. Doc sent us another $2 and said, Matt and JJJ patches coming to Gray Court soon. I have no idea what those are. Thank you, Doc.
Oh, he mentioned that when he was here.
Pete says, Matt, did you go to the gym? I went to the gym on Monday and Tuesday, and I kind of.
That's a good ratio.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to go tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday.
Well, that's a bad ratio.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
That's a bad ratio.
You know what? You're going to do a liver workout.
It's going to be time for a liver appreciation day on Monday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work on it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Curtis says suddenly all of those icons look like ukulele.
You know, that would be kind of funny. Here, let's
I wouldn't even know how to hold it here.
Hey, what does it say inside there?
Oh, I know who that. No, I'm not going to say what it says. Look at how small that looks.
It doesn't look big. No, that's for sure.
Doesn't feel big.
No.
I wouldn't know.
That's what she said.
Story of my life. My wife is smiling right there, ear to ear. Yeah, feels good.
Yeah, it does say something in here.
So that's
maybe Brian can.
Maybe
let us know
Brian.
what that
I don't
says.
think Brian's in town.
Oh, he isn't.
I think he left. I think he left the country. SS says, "Don't eat the guitar." I think Mike is quite civilized.
So you want to know something tonight?
I think you know I do.
We were bumming around, and Amber wanted. She's like, "Hey, is there an In-N-Out around here?" And
oh yeah,
oh yes, there is. I said, Matt and I were there recently, so we went to In-N-Out.
Oh, I want to go.
He inhaled 2 double doubles.
Nice.
And he said he could eat a third, no problem.
Sure.
Like it was like I didn't even eat them.
Yeah,
right.
I was just so happy. I just could have sat there all day. It was great. I told him 8.7 out of 10. It was awesome.
They are good.
It was awesome. Better than I remember.
Do you guys know that if you came out here to Texas Toast Guitars and hung out, you could be on the live stream.
Yeah.
Which is ad free. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. Yeah. Ad free. Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
That's right.
No ads.
Yeah. Mike said, I am not coming unless there's no
ads.
That's
Thank God
I
there's
love
no
it.
more ads.
Yeah. Thank God.
So if you guys came out and did a workshop here at Texas Toast, you could do this too. It's you could hang out with Jim. You could maybe Iron Mike. Are you guys gonna do any wrestling tonight?
Ooh.
Any tag team wrestling?
Anything could happen.
I don't know. It depends if Chris Hill is there.
Yeah.
No. This is the tag team right here.
Oh yeah.
Big Jim Grizzly and Iron Mike Toloja. This is I've been working it all out in my imagination.
You should see me on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Against Chris and Kiki.
Oh, now you're Doc says that the workshops are the best. Lefty says cage match. Yeah, so there.
I'm in. Sure.
It's a long weekend.
Mm.
Curtis says he was holding that guitar like a bachelor who was handed a newborn preemie. Great guitars, thank you, Curtis. Doc says Kiki on Chris's shoulders.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's a lot of strain.
What about you used to against Doc and John? You don't know who that is. Mike does. Okay, he's like, yeah, whatever. Bring it up.
You can name any two.
Oh yeah.
Our chances.
Like
our chances.
Our two Canadian friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
How you feeling?
I'm bringing my A game.
Yeah, I think we could take them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
I think we could take 'em.
What about in like a pudding eating contest?
Any food.
It doesn't matter.
I'm taking him all day long. Whatever eating contest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm done. I think we've pretty much settled that the Strat isn't going anywhere. But if you really
But
want
neither
something,
is the Challenger.
that's right. If you really want something cool, you should get a Challenger. If you want something a little more traditional and you like just hanging out and maybe you want to play I don't know what are these perfect for? Anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could get an Icon, you can get one of the Challengers. You can come to Odyssey Beer Works and get an 11th anniversary beer. You can hang out with these two Jamokes.
Yep.
All the way from Joliet,
We will
Illinois.
be there all weekend long.
And I'm guessing that means I am going to be there.
Yes,
all
you
weekend
will,
long.
sir.
Okay.
And Hawk Attack plays.
Oh yeah, and Hawk Attack
6-ish on Saturday.
We went from like 9 o'clock to
Dino always like looks at me like, no, it'll be around 6.
All right.
6:30, somewhere in there. But we are bringing the heat Saturday, brother.
Okay, cool. So
Yep.
Hawk Attack live on Saturday. Everyone from the shop is going to be hanging out.
Dad advice, chat advice.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. So, okay. So you guys are both dads. So this is going to be good. So let's end the segment. By the way, Doc says you do remember that he hurts people for a living.
Yeah.
Because he's a dentist.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yes. So anyway.
He can put bad stuff in your mouth.
Is it safe?
Yeah. Okay. So guys, let's start with bad advice. What's some bad advice you guys got?
Hang around with my brother Kevin. I mean, what do you
Kevin
agree?
says, "Hey, Kevin's here." So be nice. Come on.
Yeah, hang around with Kiki.
Okay.
I only think about that when I see him. So every time I see him, nothing good comes out of it.
That's right.
Kevin is a very good bad influence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
Yeah. You know, I think Kevin has the best jokes. I mean, it takes him a while to tell them, but yeah.
I mean, after the 100th time, they're hilarious.
After the
Just ask him.
3
just
3
ask him.
hours
Just
it
ask
takes
him.
to tell it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And dad advice.
Dad, I would just say be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through.
Okay, that's what Kevin said basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want
Sounds like
to change that or okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and yours?
Same.
Okay.
No nuggets.
I
That's
covered
my
that
bad
one.
advice.
All right. So you have 2 boys and you have 2 girls.
I do.
So yeah.
Yes.
So I would think that like Mike's dad advice is no dating until I'm dead. Or whatever. Yeah.
Can you imagine coming over to this
No.
Galoot's house and wanting to date his daughter?
No.
They're gonna know right. They're gonna know my wrath right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will be felt right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, the word will be out there early.
Yeah.
Early and often.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some trouble.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, when you have boys, you only have to worry about one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have girls, you have to worry about how many million people, how many billion people. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
All right, Chad advice. Which you guys can figure out whatever you want Chad advice to be, but
Chad advice is come see Hawk Attack on Saturday at 6:30. Ish.
Where?
At Odyssey Beer Works for their 11th
The
anniversary.
great American beer. This is just nothing
And
but a
have
giant
some
hat.
beers that might be 2% or 13.
I'll piggyback off that and say, if you're looking for something to do, be comfortable being uncomfortable. Let's go. Get out of the house. Come have a good time.
You can't make the scene. Wait, you can't be seen unless you make the scene.
There you go.
Right. So I have my I don't have good bad, but here's my advice. 100 hours of farting around on the internet is not worth 1 hour of getting out and doing something in the shop,
Correct.
at the Odyssey Beer Works, on the field, wherever you happen to be. So get out and do something and stop farting around on the internet. Now I'm going to take my own advice and we're going to go get the party started.
We're going to Clancy's Irish Pub. Nuggets are on. We got a table reserved, and we're going to have some good food and drinks.
I'm going to drink Guinness all night.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, gang. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you tomorrow for some kind of reveal. And thanks for hanging out with us. We will have a great night, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right. Let's get